Every year, there are 100,000 under 18-year-olds arrested in the UK. In Bradford and Leeds, the police have to deal with some of the highest rates for vehicle theft by youths in the country. So the West Yorkshire traffic cops deal with teenage tearaways in cars almost every single day.
You see these kids and they grow up alongside you doing your job, the faces that we see time and again. So you try to convince them that they're going down the wrong path, and you see them go from the minor offences to worse offences.
It's 5:30 p.m, the evening rush hour in Leeds. Traffic cops Paul Morris and colleague Chris Spencer are in pursuit of an uninsured and unlicensed 17-year-old who has failed to stop.
Yeah, I've got a vehicle failing to stop in that old area.
I thought, he's not got any insurance, but the other thoughts are, what's the vehicle being used for? There were two other people in the car. My mind is thinking now, is it being used for criminal offences? What's he been up to prior to me stopping him?
Right, there's off the road.
Knowing a chase in the back streets is risky, Chris is playing catch-up to Paul, desperate to cut the Fiesta off before the chase goes any further.
It's going to come out behind us now. I'm at the top of Bayswater Road now, Moz. It's going to pop out any second here.
I know those roads really, really well, so I was trying my best to try just sneak in front of it, perhaps anticipate where it was going, so I could jump in front of it.
We've gone left, Roseville Road.
Yeah, Roseville Road, thank you.
But second-guessing the desperate teenage driver doesn't quite go to plan.
Right, we'll try head them off down here now. It's just up here on our right-hand side now.
Back here's view, stand by. There is no encircling.
Moments later, Chris finally catches up.
Yeah, I'm behind you now, mate.
With the runaway car circling the back streets of Leeds, the danger levels are high, and a police helicopter joins the pursuit to help Chris and Paul.
We're doing a left now. Come down Earls Avenue, stand by. We've got Del Valley Road, I think. Head past Del Valley Road, yes.
Could be my family using those roads. He could quite easily have caused a crash, and it could be anybody.
As the Fiesta joins a main road, Chris and Paul see a chance to stop the pursuit.
Yeah, we're going for a stop now, stand by.
Chris gets in front of the car. But the driver makes another reckless break from the cops, veering dangerously into the opposite carriageway. Then the teenage driver takes a turn that catches even seasoned traffic cops by surprise.
Down back towards Roundy Park, haven't you? Do you want to try to up? Oh.
I thought, oh God, he's gone onto the park. I went to one side of the park, then Moz went to the other, so we could kind of keep him in sight. But we couldn't believe it, just watching him hitting a massive lump of land, and the car just went flying in the air like the Dukes of Hazzard, slammed back into the floor, and just thinking, oh God.
Yeah, I think he's turning on me. I'm just going to the grass just to see if I can head him off. I think he's just headed straight for me. There's a dead end where he's going to go towards. It might be a day camp. Stand by.
As the Fiesta driver leaves the park behind, Chris joins the pursuit once more.
Right. Back up West Avenue towards Park Avenue, over.
Looking for another escape route, the Fiesta driver heads into a car park. But this time, it looks like the driver's race is finally run.
They stopped in the car park adjacent to the dam end, over.
With nowhere else to go, the driver's 20 minutes of madness are over.
The main concern is to get this guy under control. So he's stepping out of the car. I'm thinking he's got to run. And he didn't. That's quite a change. Right, you're under arrest, fail to stop, dangerous driving.
Get the camera on my face, I'll smash it.
I beg to differ. You can have a sitting back at the van very shortly.
I don't want to sit in your stupid van.
You might not, but you will be. Driving-wise, he didn't have insurance for the car and he was a provisional licence holder. So it would seem that he's bought the car just to have a drive around in, hopefully not get seen by the police, but unfortunately he has that day.
As Paul leads the prisoner to the van, it becomes apparent it's not the first time these two have met.
You are familiar.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Don't worry, you'll find out soon. Hope you die.
Most people say that. His words were, "I hope you die," which, you know, he'll get his wish. I will at some point, as will he and everybody else. So yeah, it's water off a duck's back.
With no reason to detain his passengers, they're free to go. But for the driver, this arrest could be a major turning point in his life.
He's just at an age now where, be it through peer pressure or who knows, he's kind of heading towards a life of criminality if he doesn't watch it. So I'm hoping, as I look at it, that this has taught him a lesson, that he's going to learn from it.
Coming up, when an uninsured car full of teenagers fails to stop and loses control,
Vehicle's crashed. They're all young kids.
a full-scale search for the runaways swings into action.
They're climbing over roofs to get away from us.
And the traffic cops in Bradford
And it's off.
are forced off-road in pursuit of another uninsured car full of kids.
It's almost like put your blue lights on and we'll have a race.
With thousands of crimes reported every day,
West Yorkshire Police, what's your emergency?
Shouting that they've got a bomb.
Was the bag zipped up with the gun sticking out of the top?
there's never a dull shift in West Yorkshire.
What is it that's been stolen?
White BMW. What street did this occur on? Leeds Road in Bradford.
Traffic cops based in Leeds and Bradford are forced to engage pursuits on a daily basis.
Requesting T-Bag Authority in a suitable vehicle, over.
80 received. Authority for tactical phase pursuit has been granted.
Many start because of an all too familiar problem.
In Bradford, 4 of the postcodes around this police station are in the top 10 of uninsured vehicles in the UK. You can just drive up there and within 2 minutes you'll have a car come past, no insurance.
Can you oblige us with a moving vehicle check, please, on Cutler Heights Lane, Bradford?
MLC valid. Insurance is not held.
Traffic cops PCs Richard Hurst and Richard Clark are patrolling the Holmwood estate in southeast Bradford.
Yeah, we're about to stop this vehicle. There's a no insurance marker on the car. Got a brake light out as well. Driving a bit erratically. And it's off. X-ray Romeo 301 urgent.
X-ray Romeo 301.
It's almost like put your blue lights on and we'll have a race, if that's what they do.
Got a vehicle failing to stop. Holmwood Road, concerning right onto Broadstone Way.
Not only is the car uninsured, yet again the cops believe it's a car full of youngsters, willing to risk everything to avoid being caught.
Yeah, it's off-road on the Holmwood estate. Just stand by.
They want to take a chase, they want to have a buzz. And if they get away, they can go and tell their mates, can't they? Hey, smoke to the cops. A rite of passage for some of them. Until they've taken a chase off the cops, and they can't be in certain gangs.
We're heading towards Halesworth Crescent off-road.
Unable to shake them off, the young driver takes more risks, hoping this will force the cops to abort the pursuit.
Safe to continue. Broadstone Way. Right onto Stirling Crescent. It's doing a circle again. We are back off road again, heading towards the original location where we were. Just stand by.
It's cat and mouse, cops and robbers. They don't want to be caught. The driver probably thinking, right, I've done 2 circuits now. I've been across some grass twice, and this police guy is still behind me.
Stirling Crescent.
Traffic cops don't give up easily. Fearing the game is up, the driver plays his last card.
Left onto Romsey Gardens. Stand by.
Richard tries to block the teenagers into the car,
Oh, I can't get out.
but only succeeds in trapping his partner. And the driver and 3 passengers disappear into the darkness. 15 miles east, at Police HQ in Wakefield, a report of a stolen lorry comes in.
XB2 units just have reports of a vehicle that's been stolen within the last 5 minutes from the Royal Mail workshops on Skelton Grange Road in Leeds, headed towards Pontefract Road.
On the outskirts of Wakefield, tonight, PC's Paul Feather and Colin Dawes are working on Operation Viper, West Yorkshire Police's ongoing campaign targeting burglary and vehicle crime.
1 2, just confirm it's a flatbed recovery vehicle.
Every second there's something happening somewhere. These travelling criminals that are going about the business and obviously upsetting people's lives by burgling them and taking their cars off them. But the main core thing is, for me, is to be out there looking for the criminal element to try and stop them doing what they're doing.
Then, out of nowhere, another car driving dangerously catches Paul's eye.
We've got like a silver border on Fryston Road.
For the traffic cops, swerving around a roundabout is too much to ignore, even if they are already searching for a stolen vehicle.
Yeah, can we get a vehicle check, please?
Okay, sir.
Just by its manner of driving, I'm wanting to speak to the driver because he were going too fast and he was sort of throwing it all over the road, just generally sort of messing about.
The car is uninsured and unregistered. And aware of the police presence, the driver attempts to turn around. Paul blocks the road.
Yeah, we've got a vehicle failing to stop, Fryston Road, silver border, double crew TPAC trained in a suitable vehicle. Can I have TPAC authority, please?
At speeds of 80 miles an hour, the car is a real danger to other road users and pedestrians, pushing Paul's driving to the limit.
It's just gone over the railway bridge. They're still continuing, passing to Boot Room Public House to offside. Speed is 8080.
Paul and Colin fear they have lost their target as it vanishes round a corner. But then...
Vehicle's crashed. They're all young kids, males and females. Get in. They're climbing over roofs to get away from us.
5 run from the car. But Colin has one in his sights.
Right, boys.
Young girl, 3 other lads. Just try it. Left-hand side down.
I can hear.
With 1 arrested, the hunt is on for the other 4 suspects.
You don't know where to look, it's like, they're all over the shop.
Where'd they go?
One's in here and one's in their shed next.
Let's get a dog now. Let's get a dog to come and see if we can, if they've gone to ground. It's quite a secluded street and dead ends.
As the search for runaway teenagers continues in Castleford. Back in Bradford, PC's Hurst and Clark's efforts to find the runaways in the Holmwood estate has also hit a dead end.
I saw Richard go behind there and I saw them run that direction, so I headed off down there hoping to head them off, but they just disappeared. I wonder if they've gone into those flats.
Ringing gardens, through gardens, over fences. There's kids in trainers, we've got all this done. Just lost them.
They're from that estate, they know where they are, they know where they're going, they know which houses can be safe without air support and dog support, which we had neither of. I'm on to a loser.
Is there anything in there to link a driver? Any paperwork or anything?
Oh man, I can't see out.
It'll be a pull car, won't it? I suspect it's probably what we call a pull car. A lot of the time you can get a car like this for maybe 25, 30 quid. drive around on it with no licence, no insurance, and if the police get behind you, you just do something like this, take a chase, abandon it and run off. Some people see it as a little bit of fun, we see it as ridiculously dangerous, but it doesn't stop them.
Hello, hello.
It's not ended the way we'd have liked it, but we've got to look at it in one way. We've got it off the road. Could have killed somebody, you know, children outside of school or anything. These kids just don't care, they're not bothered.
Luckily tonight, there has been no damage done. Or has there?
Well, I've been across there before, I knew it was all right. Have to do it. It's just practically they do, straight off road. Their car goes through, our car goes through.
The car is recovered to be examined forensically for DNA that could link it to any known criminals.
The saying goes in the police, they will come again. Probably tomorrow, maybe even later today. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. They need another car. They clearly live round here, they know all these, they knew straight to go for that gate there.
Just another day in paradise.
Confiscating pool cars has become a daily occurrence for the traffic cops. Not registered and with no insurance, they are impossible to trace. The perfect mode of transport for kids and criminals to get around. In Castleford, Colin Dawes and Paul Feather's high-speed pursuit of yet another reckless teenage driver
It was crashed.
has now become a search of back-to-back gardens.
They've all run off, and you just think, how have you run away from this? You know, it's taken a good bashing.
One startled suspect's indecision costs him, and Paul thinks he's their key suspect.
The driver is the main man. He's the person who commits the offences because he's failed to stop, he's driven at speed, he's made off from an accident, so he's the person we want.
And I think he was driver, but I need to check my footage just to double check, but he stinks of ale, so we're just going to give him a breathalyser. Right, so he's passed. He's blown 34, legal limit's 35, so he's a very lucky boy.
Unable to confirm if this is the driver or not, a police dog is called out to assist with the search for the 4 others from the car. But just as they send in the dog, Colin gets a tip-off.
Which house? This one here? Oh, come out.
Oh, don't set up on me.
There's no dogs.
Oh, no, I'm not videoing.
No, just come out, love. Come out.
Hello?
The 2 runaways found so far are both only 16 years old.
You're under arrest, all right, love.
Yeah.
Back at the car, there's evidence of why the suspects didn't want to stop.
There is a set of quite large bolt droppers in the passenger footwell, which are normally used to be cutting padlocks, etc.
Cutting locks off and breaking into sheds, nicking lawnmowers, pedal cycles and stuff like that.
Minutes later, the police dog tracks down another suspect.
Behind Chinese, he was tucked up in edge there. Dogman's found him. So he's been arrested on suspicion of going equipped to commit crime. Oh, can you keep in there, because Dogman wants me to go back.
Like the others, he is 16 years old.
Yeah, got it.
And in the spot where he was found, he appears to have left an item of footwear behind.
Another trainer. As he's been jumping, it's maybe slipped off. We'll be able to match him forensically with that trainer, which is going to link him to crime, to car.
Linking the trainers to the arrested boys and girls will help identify who was the driver.
Due to the impact of the vehicle, he's lost his shoe, which is wedged under the accelerator pedal. The other black trainer, which Chris has found in garden, he's obviously discarded that to get away, so he's going to be running home somewhere with not on his feet.
This leads Paul to believe their main man is yet to be detained.
I thought the driver had blonde hair, I thought it was him, but looking at the footwear, there's no way he could have got a pair of new trainers on and got over there and where we caught him, so he hadn't had enough time to change his footwear. So it looks like the driver's possibly managed to squeeze his way away.
The 4 16-year-olds are taken into police custody for further questioning.
I'll get a signature off you on that pad just saying that I've been through those questions with you.
At the end of the day, the kids And, you know, are these kids the up-and-coming ones of the future? I just don't know. It's hard to tell you. They need to get a grip of sort of straight away while they're sort of still at that age. But unfortunately, when they're getting into the teens, they're pretty much making their own decisions, aren't they? And it's just a slippery slope unless you can really get a grip of them.
Another unit has stopped one of the 2 missing boys. Paul and his colleague Chris Haig review the in-car footage to see if they can piece the jigsaw together.
Just looking at video now, you can see him decamping from the car. If we slow it down, we can identify my prisoner. That's the near side passenger. But there's a pretty good picture. That's Paul's prisoner, you can see with clothing.
And his white trainers.
And his white trainers. That's clearly Al's prisoner, you can see from her clothing. Through process of elimination now, we can identify that person as passengers.
It changes the ball game altogether.
From the clothes description, Paul thinks the boy arrested by the other unit is the driver.
Looking at that, I mean, they've got really light coloured trousers on. So, depending what he's being booked in clothing-wise, then obviously, if he doesn't fit that description, we know we have got the driver. But
you've potentially got dangerous driving, failing to stop. There'll be OPL, there'll be document offences, I've no doubt, no insurance, no licence, perhaps.
Coming up, a report of a stolen car has traffic cops in Wakefield hard on the heels of a suspected car thief.
It's not every day folk run from cars. You're under arrest on suspicion of theft of that vehicle.
And when a report of a van jacking comes in, traffic cops in Bradford swing into action to track down the stolen vehicle.
It's got some number plates on, but these number plates are coming back no trace, so we don't even know its original identity.
In West Yorkshire, more than 280 people are stopped by the traffic police every week.
There's obviously an issue here somewhere down the line, but we'll sort it.
From minor insurance offences to more serious organised criminality,
Is it stolen?
being pulled over is seldom a pleasant experience.
Part of the interview process for becoming a traffic cop, that you have to have your heart surgically removed. You do your own granny, apparently, if you're going to be a traffic bobby. To be fair, if my granny's driving like a maniac, then she's going to get a ticket.
The vehicle's just been stolen with keys. It went off towards Park Lane.
On the outskirts of Pontefract, PCs Shane Kenny and Dave Robson get a call about a stolen Golf.
Has this Golf been put on the hot list?
It certainly has.
Car theft is a constant problem. It'll never stop. It's like the drugs industry.
Possibly running with a silver Citroen. That vehicle was sighted at speed and the male passenger jumped out and got into the Golf and made off.
20 cars are stolen every day in West Yorkshire.
More organised groups of criminals that may target certain types of vehicle, almost steal to order, if you like. They'll go around during the day in a legitimate car. They'll drive around nice areas with a view to coming back later on and burgling to get the keys.
They've just passed it as heading towards Park Lane in Ponty, and now you're talking about a few minutes ago it could have gone. Your radius is getting bigger and bigger.
Shane and Dave face a race against time to work out which route the suspect cars have taken before they disappear.
They want to go on the main routes where they think they'll be spotted, or will they want to hide away and go down the back roads?
And they've got lots of different sneaky tactics. They'll steal it, drive it somewhere where they can drop it and hide it, park it in a cul-de-sac or in a car park until the attention's gone down a little bit, or they can come back later and get it.
I wonder if they've parked it up and gone off in the Citroen.
Thinking the stolen black Golf has been hidden away, Shane and Dave change tack and decide locating the Citroen could be key to apprehending the suspects. And as luck would have it, Dave spots a likely-looking Citroen travelling towards him.
And as we were going around that estate, this silver Citroen came towards us. I think we both knew at the same time, that's full of criminals.
What was it?
But by the time Dave makes his U-turn, the Citroen is off in the distance, giving its occupants the chance to scarper.
Failing to stop. Hazel Road at Nottingham.
As Dave and Shane close in on the Citroen, it crashes into a house.
One in white t-shirts running off over here.
5 young men have leapt from the car and scattered in different directions.
There were 2 lads going the way that I went, so I went after those. Got round the corner. One of the lads had gone, hiding wherever. So then it was just a case of follow the one that you can still see.
Hey! Oh, what have I done? Bear with us, you've been running from that car.
I haven't. What are you on about? I ain't run from no car, pal.
Yeah, fella. So what's your first name?
Daniel, fine name, pal.
Until I can establish what's going on and that car ain't stolen, because it's not every day folk run from cars. You're under arrest on suspicion of theft of that vehicle.
The man denies he was in the car, but the incident has caused a reaction on the estate.
I'm about 8-year-old.
Should we calm this down a second? Just go over there a second.
It's a big job.
You shouldn't even be out in the street, 8-year-old.
Why are you out in the street?
Because I'm 16.
It's a big job.
Locals are happy with what's going on.
When we brought this lad back, everybody were out, and there were some young lads all gobbing off and, you know, anti-police type, and it'll stand at the side of the road and egg them on to go past, you know. We've had that before. And you think, you crackers, you know, that you won't be doing that when they run your mother or your sister over, you know, somebody else who lives on the estate. They spy me.
4-4. We have another local unit up here. We're getting out locals arguing at each other. It's getting quite heated.
Shane and Dave think some of the young men shouting could have been in the car, but the cops have no way to prove it.
They came running around. I think they're part of it.
Well, that lad in that white t-shirt, but he were a big lad. I don't think he's any of them.
No. You want the one that ran off? No.
It's not a bad place. You get the odd minor few that make it look like it is.
10 minutes later, backup arrives.
Things can turn ugly. I've been attacked many times when you're just dealing with something and nothing. You never know what's going to happen. You've just got to look out for yourself and your colleagues.
In Yorkshire, a vehicle is stolen every 4 hours. Many are stolen to order by organised criminal gangs. To counter this, more and more people are installing trackers, giving the traffic cops more chance of recovering a stolen car.
X-ray Romeo 11. Show us on that while we're getting some information about the vehicle. He said it's Reevy Street, but... And it's a white transit van, is that right?
Officers Darren Wood and Paul Feather hear a report of a stolen van in the southwest of Bradford.
The owners had a tracker installed, which is activated, and what the thieves will do quite often is they'll park the car up in some innocuous street just to see if we find it, and if we don't find it, then they go back for it and use it, or break it up to sell it for parts. But hopefully we can get up there and find it before they go back to it. There are some other units on the way to it as well, so they might get there before we do, but hopefully not. This one. It's third left. There. Our locals have been sent to it as well, look. All the information we've got is that there's a stolen van on a tracker at this location, so we don't even know its original identity at the moment. It's got some number plates on, but these number plates are coming back no trace. So we're just going to run the VIN number through, the chassis number, and see if that comes back to this van.
Throughout the country, I think the stats are the most popular stolen vehicle out of anything is of transit. So it's big business.
Van thefts accounted for 40% of all vehicles reported stolen in West Yorkshire in 2015.
They blend into the traffic. You know, most people don't really pay much attention to a white van. You can use it for transporting stolen bikes, quad bikes, plant machinery, any amount of stolen property.
The colleagues here are just doing some door knocking to see if anybody knows how long the van's been here and who might have left it there.
The van has been left open, but there's no sign of the keys.
Some delivery cards, blank ones for Yodel, so it could be a delivery van. A lot of packages. Yeah, this van's definitely a Yodel van. It's absolutely stuffed to the gills with packages.
Checks reveal that the van is so new, it's not on the police national computer, making it impossible for Darren to trace it.
Thank you. What's the actual nature of the log? Because all we were responding to was a tracker activation. Has someone actually reported it stolen?
Apparently the driver reported it stolen to us, and then the owner of the vehicle has rung it in as well.
The owner and driver of the van arrive at the scene.
And I've got the trackers all linked up to my phone so I could see where the van was. So then I rang the police straight away and informed them where it was, and then just made my way over here.
Somebody nicked my van. He took the keys, which were attached to me, and he just ran away. He was too fast, and I'm not so fast to catch him.
The theft of the van has been a distressing incident for the van driver, and for Paul and Darren, it's an all too familiar experience.
It happens a lot, especially delivery vehicles or maintenance vehicles.
I bet the person who took that van couldn't believe the look, unless they didn't even get a chance to look in the back of the van, because you would have thought they would at least have taken some of the contents for themselves, just as a consolation prize if the van got recovered.
This time, the traffic cops got there just in time to save the van and its load from the thieves. "25 miles east near Pontefract, traffic cops Shane Kenny and Dave Robson have pursued a Citroen suspected of being involved in the theft of a VW Golf.
Failing to stop, Hazel Road at Nottingley.
One in white t-shirts running off over here.
Of the 5 in the car, they have apprehended one young man.
That is his home estate, and all the others have run off into the back alleys and through the gardens of other people, and they know that estate off the back of the hand. So they've gone hiding into one of the friends' houses, not to be seen again.
With only the one suspect detained, Shane and Dave want to ask the young man a few questions.
I'll sit in and start getting his details.
Shane starts with an easy one.
Right, what's your first name? Is it Danny or Daniel on your birth certificate?
He weren't the world's cleverest criminal at all, was he? Yeah, he's got his name tattooed on his neck, and you know.
And the fact that when we pulled up with him, that lady who was shouting at him shouted, "What have you done?"
And the man reckons he's a bit of a local celebrity now.
Arrested for
Bear with us.
Romeo 44. We've got. Did you run him through?
Checks on the man reveal he is actually a wanted criminal.
You're also under arrest for 2 thefts, a burglary, hang on a second, a burglary and a serious assault. Details of which, we'll get further details when we get down to custody, OK?
So it's always nice to bring somebody in so that that can get dealt with, especially because with a serious assault, you've always got a victim. So it's always nice for victim that you've actually got whoever's brayed them.
In custody, his crime count rises from 4 to 6 offences.
Do you understand why you've been arrested? No. Okay. The officer's just explained it to you. There's also we've shown suspect on 2 further crimes, theft from shops.
So we've got theft from shop on the 16th of June this year. We're also under arrest for theft from shop on the 18th. Do you have any reply to that one?
We're asking for you a sample whilst at the station.
He also tests positive for cannabis and cocaine.
Who knows what they think. A lot of the time it's the way they've been brought up, just not to respect other people's property and belongings.
See you in a few months' time, boys.
We're just there to show them that they can't bully their way through life and take what they want. We're there to stop them for the members of the public.
Unable to identify whether this man was the driver of the crashed Citroen or not, his clothes are taken for forensic analysis. Coming up, Chris Spencer spots a driver he knows shouldn't be on the road.
If that's a guy driving that, he's not insured.
But when the driver clocks that Chris is onto him, he makes a run for it.
You should have come out here.
It's 11:30 p.m. in the East End Park area of Leeds. An hour and a half into his 9-hour night shift, traffic cop Chris Spencer's copper's nose is on high alert. Chris prides himself on being able to spot right from wrong.
People have always asked me what makes you stop a car, and I couldn't honestly put my finger on what it is. It's some people's reactions, they just can't help but almost show they've done something wrong in their body language, and it's really subtle things like that.
But this time, when Chris spots a white VW Sirocco coming towards him, it isn't the driver's reaction that's a giveaway. It's that Chris knows him from a previous encounter.
If that's a guy driving that, he's not insured. I initially drove past the white Sirocco, having recognised it from when I'd stopped it because he had no insurance. Oh, I seized that off him a couple of weeks ago.
But just as Chris makes a U-turn, the Sirocco driver ducks into the back streets.
He's gone, hasn't he? There you go, he's off. He's taking an immediate right turn, which is one of those things where your alarm bells are going, I don't think this chap's going to stop for me. Come on!
Even though his police spec 3 Series BMW has a top speed of 150 miles an hour, Chris still has some catching up to do. And the Sirocco driver seems to have given Chris the slip.
He should have come out here. He's there. Is that stupid?
Just round another corner, Chris spots the car parked up and the driver is walking along the street.
Get in the car. I'm not going to fall out with you again.
Will me?
Yeah, you, yeah.
As Chris detains the driver, the man's daughter also appears.
Hey, so are you all right? Your dad will be back with you in a minute. Unbelievably, there's his, I think it was 8-year-old daughter, just stood at the side of his car, somewhere where she doesn't live. That shocked me, having a child myself, just to be able just to leave her stood there, to do your best just to get away from the police, is just unbelievable. Did you not learn your lesson last time after driving it with no insurance? Or not?
I've been driving.
Have you got it insured now or not?
No, I've been driving it.
Right, to be told by someone that I've just seen get out of a car, no mate, I wasn't driving. I've heard that before, and you were driving. How old are you?
Not coming.
You need to tell me. I need to ascertain your ID. What? 29? 30.
Oh, that's yours, mate.
You have the key on you? Or have we thrown it away again? All right, stay there. Hey, so yeah, you all right? Was it just you and your dad in car? Was there someone else with you? Just you and your dad? Where's he thrown the key? Do you know? Has he given it to you?
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him.
In 2 weeks, I've stopped the same gentleman twice, and on both occasions, I've had the exact same story. I've had the vehicle key hidden. The gentleman on both occasions tells me it wasn't him driving. And I'm not sure if he thought I was going to say, oh, I do apologise, sir, I must have the wrong gentleman. Don't talk to your dad for 2 seconds, mate. Your dad's been a bit naughty, that's all. Is he giving you the key? Because I just don't want to break your car when I move it, that's all.
No, we just got Chinese.
Is he what?
We just got Chinese.
Well, yeah, all right, just 2 seconds, sweetheart. You all right, my love?
Chris asks a passerby to help him.
You know that guy that ran past you there? Did you see him throw a key?
He didn't run past us.
Well, he walked past you, didn't
No, he didn't walk past us.
he? He left his car and came up here, went down there.
He didn't walk this way.
He did, I've just stopped him.
He went over at Vineyards, I don't know.
Oh, did he?
I'm not sure.
Oh, did he not come up this way?
No, he didn't run past us.
Ah, right. Oh, thank you, hon. Did your dad go through Vineyards then?
Where?
Did he go through here, your dad?
No, not through there.
Through here? Super. Let me just find this key quickly. It smells right, doesn't it?
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Don't.
I don't think I'm going to waste all my time again tonight looking for the key. So be it, it's going to cost him more money to get his car recovered now if I can't find the key. That's his choice. Right, so car's going to get recovered because you've got no insurance, but this time it's going to cost you about 300 quid because I can't be bothered finding the key. All right? I think as we discussed last time, you are definitely no criminal mastermind, and it's even proved it even more tonight. I'll take it that is your daughter?
Yeah.
Just as well you didn't crash, innit? There you go. I'll see you in court again. Come on, open the door for you.
The man's car will be impounded. And without a car key, the recovery firm will charge a higher fee, which will be passed on to the car's owner.
To be fair, he just made a rod for his own back now, so he's just doubled his recovery charges. But it's just the exact same scenario as when I spoke to him 2 weeks ago. That apparently it wasn't him driving it. I've got no proof. He just happened to be here with his daughter. Unfortunately, children can't lie, can they? And bless her, she was a right nice little girl. Luckily, he didn't crash. I know, I can't imagine I'd be driving like that with my daughter in the car.
In the last 4 years, police have seized more than 500,000 uninsured vehicles, but it's estimated that more than 1 million motorists continue driving without insurance in the UK.
You unfortunately just seem to meet the same people all the time doing the exact same things. And I can never understand why people do it. Is it that there's no deterrent? Is it there's the fact that no, there's not as many police officers around, so perhaps they'll chance it? I don't know if it's the courts where perhaps they're not punished enough for it. It's people who think the law doesn't apply to me, and I can never put my finger on which one of those it is. I imagine it's a combination of all of them, but you do meet a lot of the same people a lot of the time, and it beggars belief sometimes.
The young lad who took a joyride across Roundhay Park was disqualified from driving for 1 year and placed on a 6-month youth referral scheme for dangerous driving, failing to stop for the police, and driving without a licence or insurance. No other charges were brought against him, despite his bravado about being in possession of drugs, and the young man has never been convicted of any drug-related offences. The driver of the Silver Borer, who failed to stop for the traffic cops with 4 of his teenage mates in the car, could not be identified. No action was taken against the kids arrested. An owner of the car could not be traced. There was no action taken against the young man who ran from the Silver Citroen for the theft of the Golf, but he was remanded in custody for 4 weeks for breach of licence, and he was recently sentenced to 18 weeks for a number of offences committed over a period of 4 months, including those he was arrested for at the police station in Wakefield. The stolen Golf has never been traced. And the uninsured driver, caught twice in 2 weeks by Chris Spencer, received 8 penalty points for his previous no insurance offence and was found guilty in his absence of his second misdemeanour and is awaiting sentence.